Whoa, dude. You think Kelly will ever be in a nursing home?
He'll be in a gnarly home.
A gnarly home?
He'll be in a narcissist home.
Housing, you know the rules. Aloha. Best surfer in the world, Sterling Spencer, and Cousin Ryan presents Pinch My Salt.
Alright. Sorry. Well, Cousin Ryan couldn't say no to that beautiful walkie pillow, but he was gonna have to go out his own one day. Well, Cousin Ryan hit the gym. He was saying goodbye to that pillow, he needs you no more. It was time to let that belly out and free. Ryan worked out for a solid 2 weeks. Now we can't find him. He's got some things to do at home. He'll be there next week. I see why you don't go to the gym.
Why?
You got the pillow. Is that what goes on in your head?
Yeah, I'm like, I could go to the gym. I have the pillow.
Oh, I got the pillow. I don't need to go to the gym.
Maybe subconsciously.
I saw Chip at the gym today. He's like, I haven't seen Ryan all day.
It's been 1 week.
It's been since February 21st.
You knew the date?
We know the date.
Let me look it up.
Chip knows the date. February 21st.
Gosh, now I have to think about that every time I don't go.
It's just so funny because now everyone at the gym's like, where's Ryan?
Oh, gosh. I'm going this
Chris Burkett. Or, sorry, his brother.
Matt Burkett. Dude, he's having another baby. Congrats,
Matt's
Matt.
like, where's Ryan? I'm like, oh no, dude, we lost him again.
No, I'm coming back. Dude, some super famous guy followed me. He's a worker outer dude. Foil Life.
Foil life.
Flow Life.
Flow life.
He's got 490,000 followers. He's like legit, dude, and he likes us. Anyways, no excuses. Chip, don't tell Sterling my private information. I called Chip. That's illegal to share my app.
He actually said that. He's like, don't tell. He's like, I think it's illegal. So I asked Chip, I'm like, how much can you leg squat?
Oh, I want to know.
Guess how much? Try to guess.
Well, I'll say something crazy. 800?
2,500.
Shut up. Are you serious?
2,500. He said
His bones don't shoot out?
he said he had to put 3 guys on it with the weight to get the weight up.
Do we believe Chip?
Have you seen his thighs? I accidentally saw his thigh the other day.
When he was at his desk?
He had like a scratch and he like pulled it up. And dude, it was like...
Do surfers want legs that strong? Can you go too far?
You can go too big. You can get a little big,
Yeah.
but you don't want to get like Thor big.
Yeah.
You know the guy who plays Thor?
Chris Hansen. Wait, no, that's the guy. Chris Hemsworth. Yeah.
I would say he's too big. You get too tight. And when you're that big, you're going to lose some mobility. You're going to lose a little bit of speed. But I think you want to be... I think you want mid-size.
Yeah. I mean, so you can't even how much can you leg press right now?
Almost 700.
Okay, so you're not even halfway to Chip.
It made sense to me.
Yeah.
If I can do 600 plus.
Yeah. And you just started the year.
Have you seen Chip's legs?
I know, right.
They're tree trunks.
I know. Guys, go give some love to Chip's gym on Instagram.
Dude, he saw aliens once.
He saw aliens?
He was on TV.
Oh, wow.
On Unsolved Mysteries. It's on YouTube.
Let's find it.
2 years ago, we investigated a rash of apparent UFO sightings which took place in Gulf Breeze, Florida. The Gulf Breeze UFO sightings have become a fulcrum of controversy.
So he was on Unsolved Mysteries because he saw one of the first UFOs in Gulf Breeze.
And what did he say?
So Unsolved Mysteries came here to document it.
I loved that show.
A more distinct picture was taken by Chip Holston.
You could see it so much better through the camera. It was really amazing. Definitely, I've never seen anything like that before. It wasn't like a helicopter or airplane that, like an airplane's always moving, and a helicopter is just kind of sitting there hovering around. And this was different, like it was floating or something. It was really weird.
He said in Gulf Breeze, this UFO was like going around circles in Gulf Breeze, and he called the cops or whatever. And all of a sudden, these gnarly Tomahawk helicopters from the Army come chasing it. It was like,
really?
And chased it out. So they saw it on their radar.
Well, if you Google Gulf Breeze, at least back in the day, it would
We're
always...
one of the biggest UFO.
We're UFO headquarters, dude.
What's funny?
What?
The house I grew up in, they found... So there was this guy in Gulf Breeze who claimed he saw UFOs and all this stuff, and he got caught filming the fake stuff.
I heard about this.
And they found the evidence in our house.
What?
Yes.
Did he used to live in your house?
He owned 2 houses. One of them was ours.
And that's where he filmed all the stage.
My dad bought it from him.
No way.
And he left some of the spaceships in our attic.
Do you still have them?
I think the cops came and got it.
Dude,
confiscated it.
That is hilarious. We are such rednecks. I always thought it was just like you're living in the South, everyone's drinking and redneck, and there's military all around here. So I just thought rednecks just saw like, there's a predator, freaking
Dude, Chip. If Chip's on,
I know Chip's cool.
Chip is so locked in.
Yeah,
he was gonna be like the next Emmett Smith at one point.
Dude,
did you know that?
No, I thought he was just a bobsledder.
Well, he did that because he got a really bad injury.
Oh, okay.
He was gonna be super gnarly
in football. Good on you, Chip. We love you. All right, guys, it's Pinch My Clip, so it's time for West Peak.
Should we snap into a West Peak?
Dude, let's snap into a West Peak. 3, 2, 1.
I got it! Slow-mo right when the whitewater's getting him.
You want to see carnage?
Look.
Later, dude.
Right there!
Dude, it's just like going down a scary, powerful
Have you
butthole.
ever gone through anything like that? Have you gone through anything like that?
I've been in the water when it's when it's kind of crashy.
I've been in the water.
And it made me flip, and I was like, whoa, dude.
I feel like if you did that, you'd have to have the pillow.
Yeah, I'd tape it to my stomach. Dude, check this chick out.
Check this chick out.
Dude.
Holy, this is her dodging all her DMs.
How does she know she was good at this?
This is a Gen Z chick dodging all the guys messaging her.
Yeah, right in this spot, she's like inspecting if they're rich. Like, not rich, not rich, not rich.
Not rich enough. No blue check.
Too short.
Nobody. Look at the way she's scooting towards it.
Dude, what's the camera angle?
Look. Yeah.
That angle.
That taint angle. Look at her eyes looking up.
Dude. Did you know hawks could surf?
What?
Dude, look at this guy. He's a surf, but he surfs lizards.
Whoa, this is gnarly, dude. Slow down, bro.
All right, let's do it.
All right, go. Oh, dude, a little too fast, dude. You're going too fast, Salamandy.
He's got some good style.
Did have a good. He's like, ooh.
So stupid. Okay, what is this? Is this edited? What
All right, finally. All right, finally. Me. All right, me. All right, finally. All right, me. Ha ha.
Dude, it's a kook train. What the heck was that?
All right, I got it, finally. All right, I got it, finally. All right, finally. All right, here we go. All right, boys. We're all in it together, right?
One guy got the barrel. What the heck is that all about?
This is Gen Zers, dude.
You hate Gen Zers. Seriously.
Seriously, though. Mine.
Why
They're
are
like those seagulls that say mine.
Mine.
Mine? This is the craziest wave I've ever seen.
It literally, when you sent it to me.
It's like a repeat.
Yeah, I thought it was a boomerang. Remember those?
How can they all be so...
They probably all got 1 hour to surf. Their wives are mad at them. They have to surf.
And they all have the same look on their...
But let me ask a quick question. So who's in the wrong? All of them?
All of them.
Damn.
Well, not the first guy.
Right. Dude, check this babe out.
Dude, this is the chick in the gym.
Oh, that would be
a Russian chick in the gym.
This is her?
Yeah, she goes in the middle of chips and just...
Gross. Ugh.
And she does it all day long.
I know. She must
why don't you work with weights? She's like,
produce.
Yeah.
This is the most gentleman shoe-away ever. I love it. Sir, you're on my wave.
Sir, you're on my wave.
Good
Why don't
day.
you get the off? All right. How good this smooth this guy's style
Dude,
is.
he looks so he looks like a businessman on a surfboard.
Look how good he is.
I love the gentlemanly F off.
With his mind, he's like, if you don't get off this wave, I'm going to kill
I'm
you.
going to sue you.
It was almost scarier than yelling.
Yeah.
Longboarding is such a art form that's not appreciated.
Yeah.
Look how smooth everything is.
You know, my eyes were awakened when I went to Maui and I saw these super beautiful Hawaiian chicks doing it. And they were so graceful and smooth. And I was like, holy crap.
The way he goes into the cutback so smooth, like it never happened.
Yeah.
This is what I want to see more in shortboarding.
Yeah.
Flowing.
In
In contests. Who can make it look the most effortless.
Yeah.
Because it's such an art form and it makes it so much better. Longboarding's... It's not appreciated.
No, dude.
Well, Joel Tudor tried to make people care about longboarding by yelling at them.
By judging them.
Honestly, if longboarding didn't have Joel Tudor, literally no one would care about it.
But Joel
yelled at everyone. And it was
so scary.
Yeah, everyone was like, okay, we'll care.
We care, Joel. Joel, back off.
He had his own contest and
was it the duct tape tour?
Yeah, the duct tape contest.
I knew something.
And the actual World Longboard Tour, he forced people to care.
Yeah,
it's if you don't, I'm going to tackle you and put you in a pretzel.
Yeah, an old man jujitsu.
And so we're all like, okay, longboarding's cool.
We love it, y'all. Uh-oh. Kook Town.
Mine. All right. Finally. All right. My turn. No, my turn. Sorry. My turn. Lip.
Look at me go.
Dude, I love this stuff. So funny.
All right, my turn. All right, I'll take this one. Oh, sir, I'll take this for you. Oh, why don't I take it? No, I'll take it. Well, I'll take it.
Why?
Because none of them are looking.
They just don't care.
They're all just mine.
What is it?
This is like Kelly taking all those world titles.
Really? He just
all
took
11
them.
of them. He's like, all right, I'll take this one.
He would take one from himself if he could.
He's taking it.
If he could cut himself off, he'd do it.
Kelly's so gnarly. He would cut him off.
He'd cut himself off somehow and get DQ'd and be like,
Kelly probably thinks about taking his own world titles.
He's like, how can I get my first one back?
It's like, dude, you have it. He's like, oh, I want it back.
Yeah, he's laying in bed at night like, how could I beat my 40-year-old self?
He's so competitive. He's fighting over his world titles of himself.
Everyone's like, dude, you already won it, bro. But dude, this is the most instant karma moment ever. Karma, we'll see ya. Karma, we'll
Later.
see ya.
Later.
This is what we're heading for. Kook
Kook
culture.
Dude.
Why?
Why?
Oh my gosh. How? LA.
His ankles
Broken
must
ankles.
be gnarly.
I like how he lands and breaks his foot. And then he tries to flip out of it.
Eesh. I mean, look at that. Do you know how bad that is? Heel bruise or whatever. Is it worth it? I mean, if you're getting away from cops, it's worth it.
Yeah, right. It's so incredible.
It's rad.
Humans are nuts.
Jeez.
I wonder if animals look at us and like, these guys are gnarly.
I know, they're not even attacking an animal.
This is what happens when we don't need to survive anymore. Yeah. It's like we have all this adrenaline.
There's billions of people on the planet. Everything's been procreated.
Yeah, everything's been done. Now it's time to do backflips.
Off of 2-story buildings.
Like the stand-up paddler. This kid's like, this is my first wave ever. And he's like, you know what? I'm still going to cut you off. You have to learn the hard way, kid.
What an idiot.
What a kook.
He's a little boy.
He's a kook. Why does he need this wave when this cute little kid?
Well, in my brain, that dude's from Arkansas.
Oh, nice one, kid. Can I join? I'll just run right in ya.
What a turd.
See you when you grow up.
Look at this chick. Gap to frontside blunt slide, I think.
She's in khakis.
Kickflip out to fakie.
She looks like she just got out of church.
Dude. She just did a trick that...
Maybe women are evolving.
Dude, they're nuts. This little girl is so sick.
What are girls are going to be doing in 100 years? They could be gnarlier.
Switch gap blunt.
Well, think about it. You know how Gen Z guys are getting so soft?
That's true.
And honestly, Gen Z chicks, they are gnarlier. When I was out surfing in freezing weather the other day, it was all chicks.
Really?
Yes. Young chicks.
Well, I heard that women have a lower pain tolerance. So maybe they're tougher.
Well, I think they're evolving.
I think they are.
Because I don't see any young guys surfing around here.
Well, they have to curl their hair all day.
I know. They're too busy freaking getting perms.
Yeah, it takes a long time. Dude, look at this monoboarding.
This is the way people made kids in the 80s.
Dude, with the fanny pack?
The fanny pack is where you put your dong.
Dude, this is... Can you imagine, like, she shifts her weight the wrong way? Marriage is over.
Right.
Is this what they call it? Monoboarding?
Why are they doing this?
Do they want to hurt their hips?
Could you imagine loving someone so much that you're like, let's snowboard?
And buy the same yellow jumper. Uh-oh. Layerding.
All right, I'm going to back up over here. I'll see you later.
Who's filming this?
All right. And we're off. Later, Gabby. Make sure my fruit juice is ready. Hey, kids. I don't have a paddle, so I'll use this stick. I climb up this tree. Is that a coconut? Oh. All right, coming back, Gabby. All right, you put the pointer in the... Ooh. And you twist it, and you drink it.
I love my favorite part of the whole thing is how far he backs up. Look, why does he back up so much? He's like, all right. And we're off. This is the gnarliest, raddest chick ever born. She got paralyzed snowboarding. She surf skates, dude.
Really?
Yeah, look at her.
What?
Isn't that sick?
That's badass.
And she shreds.
She surfs.
Look at this, dude. It's so rad.
What a legend, dude.
Seriously? That's her on that big wave. Look at her.
Oh, she's gnarly.
Push the limits.
Oh, she's got kind of a sick style.
I know. Look, she's getting barreled.
What?
Dude, I just think about you when you had your head injury and how, like, you said you have a new appreciation for people like this.
I know. This hit home.
It's so crazy.
Especially her crawling to the ocean.
I know.
Remember I had to do that so many times.
Look.
It's humbling, dude.
Yeah.
She's a real core lord.
Dude, Victoria.
Like, think about how many excuses people have.
Seriously.
And she's like, you know what? Screw you.
I'm getting barreled.
I'm getting barreled, dude.
What is this? Cut-off clip moment? Cut off.
We are the Kooks of the nation.
We are.
Oh, no! Ah!
Dude.
Kooks.
Sterling, where is this?
Looks like somewhere in Costa Rica.
If we were there, would you paddle out?
Be dangerous.
It would be dangerous. Dude, this is scarier than like Nazaré.
You couldn't keep the kooks off.
Oh,
they're just we call this slobbering kooks.
Slobbering kooks.
Slobbering like, kook is next level.
Drooling kooks.
Yeah. Oh, a slobbering kook will hurt you.
Dude, we need to like create kook spray. Like pepper spray in the water.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just bring the eyes.
You ever climbed a mountain with your taste buds?
Ooh.
That's what it feels like.
I know.
I feel like I'm climbing the Swiss Alps with my tongue. Dude, I just tapped into some of these new flavors.
Mm-hmm.
Sparkling vodka swing.
I got the smash. So first you swing and then you smash.
Iced tea with a hint of pineapple and lemon.
Oh.
Jeez.
How do they think of this stuff? Santa Cruz people are gnarly.
Only 3 grams of sugar? 130 calories.
Dude, mine's the smash. It's a hint of dark cherry and lemon.
Lemon.
They got new flavors. All right, guys, go to drinkwestpeak.com. They got new flavors. They're so tasty. Type in Pinch My Salt for 20% off.
Oh, my God.
So people like the idea, Sterling, of possibly bringing in Ramudu.
Ramudu?
I got his name wrong. His name's Ramudu, not Rabadu. But I showed him the clip, and he's like, I'll come on the podcast. He's stoked.
Where are we going to put him?
I don't know.
Under the table?
I imagine him like over there, and it's just he whenever you talk to him. But I don't know. I feel like you would scare him.
Would he get my humor?
I don't know. That's the thing. If let's be honest, if he was sitting right there, what would he be doing right now?
Just staring at us.
We'll see. Maybe it'll happen. I don't know. But for now, I'll cut to this clip.
You know the rules. You know the rules.
What do you think? Will you come do the pod?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you know about surfing?
Surfing is nothing but it's just like it's on a beach what we can do our own stuff like to make ourselves happy.
Yeah.
Doing something new.
Yeah.
I'll be on a waves after a few seconds.
He liked it and he wants to come on, but we'll see. I just don't know how that would work. I was watching this video the other day and a surfer lands a trick and he did I feel like it was a cool claim. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody who doesn't know what it is. No, it just was a little bit of the body, like go limp. But is there a cool claim? If you don't know what a claim is, it's after you land a wave and someone like pumps their fist or something. Is there a good claim, like a core lord claim?
Oh no.
You've claimed, I bet.
Well, for me, the claim is like act like you don't care. Like
I know, we've talked about that.
Like everything in your body's going, yippee! And you just kick out, you're like, I don't even care.
I know, it's like you go full opposite.
Like sometimes I'll get the gnarliest barrel in front of like some guys and I paddle out like it didn't even happen. And you paddle like through them, you don't even care. You're
adrenaline.
And you'll hear them be like, that was kind of a sick barrel, and you don't even say anything. You just like, whatever.
Have you ever been in a contest, landed like a inverted something, and you went like, yay?
Oh, I think I did a kind of gnarly claim when I beat Corey Lopez at the Sebastian Inlet Pro.
Were you pumping? I don't see what the problem is with it.
I did like a gnarly 360 air in the last seconds to beat him, and I was like,
because, dude, in skateboarding, if someone does something like rad down the Hollywood 12 or what it's called, they get hugs, they're crying, everyone's insta-broing up. In surfing, you're all alone out there in the ocean.
Nobody knows what it's like to be a surfer.
Because, dude, skateboarders are like insta-hug. They get a beer put in their hand.
Well, I feel like the guy doesn't have to claim because the bros are so stoked.
Oh, they're claiming for you.
That's what surfing's missing.
You're out there all alone with squids and turtles and.
Well, surfers are such little pricks.
Why?
Dude, I got this like sick wave yesterday.
Pricks.
And like I was like doing a big bottom turn. It's a pretty big wave. And my brother's paddling. He's like, I don't even see this right now.
Oh, I see.
I'm like, come on, give me a little hoot.
Yeah, give me a you.
I love hooting for my friends.
I know.
It's.
But see, that's the difference between surf culture and skate culture. If your homie lands that trick, we would like hug each other.
I know.
And it's like, dude, I got it. Let's go home and watch the clips.
Yeah, it's like they claim so hard for you. You don't have to like put your hands up or anything. They hug you. They do it all for you.
I know, dude. You're right. Surfers, but it's always back to that whole thing we talked about.
Such a weird jealousy.
It's because the waves. It's because of waves.
I was surfing with one of my friends.
Friends.
And I got the sick backside barrel. Like I could have grabbed it, but I didn't even grab it. And I was like, I'm like looking right at him. I'm like, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hoot at me.
And he just like.
Dude.
And I was like, you didn't even hoot?
Not one hoot.
Come on, dude.
In skating, dude, we hooted it up, bro.
That's one of my favorite things. Like if we're surfing somewhere like pretty gnarly, I love like cheering my friend into a barrel.
It does something to you, dude. I remember when just the other day when you made me surf, I like started paddling into a wave and like, woo! And I was like, all right, I can do it.
Got you fired up.
Just gets you a little something. Be nicer out there in the waves, guys.
Me and Uncle Marshall, like we get each other fired up.
I bet,
when we're charging.
Where is
It's the best feeling ever.
I wish Marshall lived here.
No. We need to live with him.
I know.
We'd rather.
Yeah. We're better than here. Yeah. Guys, hoot at your. Have you ever hooted at a chick surfer and she took it the wrong way?
Well, one of the gnarliest things that's ever happened to me.
We need a quick cut of every time you've said that.
So this chick cut me off.
Dude.
And I was about to be mad.
At a chick?
But she was wearing a thong. And the wave like hit the thong and it flipped up. Like and it was just straight turtle. Beaver.
Yeah.
And I was surfing the whole wave And
beaver action?
Her butt and vagina's staring right at me. And I didn't know what to do.
You're like mad, but you're also like, whoa. Whoa, dude.
I didn't know what to do the whole time because I felt like, is this wrong? I'm like, she's cutting me off. I deserve this way.
You deserve the view.
I earned this view.
It's the ticket.
But the whole wave, she's like, so she's higher up on the wave, so it's literally like eye level. And I'm like, I'm like, should I kick? I'm like, should I kick out? But I couldn't stop. I was just like,
the man.
I just kept going. I was like, I can't believe I'm just the whole. It was like 30 seconds. I'm like, this is gnarly,
dude.
And then her boyfriend was out surfing.
Oh no!
I was like, did he know? I was like, it was like this far away too. Like,
and she was in the zone. She couldn't even.
She's like, I'm ripping.
Dang.
She had no idea her thong fell off. So like, yeah, I hooted.
You hooted? You gotta hoot.
I was like, woo! That was the only time I got cut off. I was like, that was the best wave of my life.
Dude, what is it like to first cut someone off? You know when you cut someone off in traffic and you just kind of like, whatever. But in surfing, when you cut someone off, is there like oh crap, he's going to be out here with me?
It isn't. It's like, I haven't cut anyone off in a while. So it's hard for me to like even remember this feeling. I'm just kidding.
I don't believe you.
Like cut off someone by accident?
Yeah.
It's probably since I was like 16 or something.
Because you've just
on accident.
Yeah.
It's a different feeling on purpose.
Dude.
It's more like
because it's intentional.
It's like, fucking stay back there.
Dude.
But by accident, yeah, when I was a kid and you're just a kid brain and you're not thinking and you mess a guy up and it's just like, oh boy.
Oh boy.
But I had, a couple old doggies put me in my place. Like, what? I remember I almost got beat up in Hawaii.
Yeah.
This freaking legend. His name was
Their names are always scary.
What is?
It's like Spice Razor or something.
Davy Boy.
Davy Boy.
I cut Davy Boy off,
dude.
And if I remember correct, he was kind of like Brazilian, I think.
That's the scariest.
But he was like Hawaiian Brazilian or something.
That's definitely the scariest.
And what's funny, I didn't cut him off. He cut me off. But because I didn't kick out, he cut me off and I just went into this gnarly slab grab reverse air.
Yeah.
And like pulled it off. And he was like still going. He looks back and he's like,
so he's mad that you didn't just bail.
He was mad I didn't kick out.
Dang.
And I think he was also a little like like I showed him up a little bit.
Dang.
And dude, he tore my ass up.
Verbally?
I remember we were paddling back out at Rocky Point. He's like, wow, you fucker.
Dude.
Wow, you come to my island, ride our e-bikes, watch our sunsets.
And you're just like...
I was like, oh, sorry. Like,
sorry, I just surfed.
Well, when he cut me off, he created this perfect launch ramp. And I just went, goosh. And I was like a younger kid. And there's kind of this time in surfers' lives called the passing of the guard. It's when the guys are starting to get a little older and the younger guys are getting more attention.
Right.
And that's what was happening. Like, he was kind of like a small wave specialist.
Yeah.
And like, one thing in Hawaii back then, if they cut you off, if you keep riding, you'll get in trouble.
Weird.
Like,
so you're getting cut off and you're in trouble.
Like, I remember this kid, Burger.
Burger.
You know Burger? You've seen his clips. He's always with Mason Ho.
Okay, I've seen it.
So Burger, he grew up on the North Shore and I think he cut like Justin Quintal off.
Dude.
If I remember correctly.
Burger.
And I remember watching it go down. And Quintal, he just kept riding. He's kind of like this nice kid from Jacksonville. Just a good old Southern boy. So he was just riding like, right on. He was like cheering him on. Like,
but Burger,
he didn't know the rules yet.
Dude.
I think he was just starting to get into Hawaii and stuff.
Yeah.
And Burger pedals, he's like, wah!
God, their voices are so
just
scary.
like, wah! and like made him go in and like screamed at his head off, and I was like, whoa.
Dude,
Burger's like the funnest guy, but if he gets mad at you,
dude, it's cheeseburger.
He's a little ball of fury, dude.
Well, I'll never cut someone off on purpose ever.
All you have to do is look.
Yeah,
but that is impossible for Kooks.
I know, we don't know how to
something when y'all start paddling, it's like
tunnel vision.
Yeah.
It's like you lose perspective.
Well, all you can see is that wave, and I have to go to work, and I'm tired. I don't know. Dude, how dumb do people look when they're getting in and out of wetsuits? Is there any way to look cool?
We've been trying to work on this for years.
Like, I remember even you, I was filming the other day, and you were having a little trouble. I think it was a brand new wetsuit, and it's just hard. Can they make it slipperier? You know what I mean?
Well, one hack.
Yeah, what is it?
You put a plastic bag over your foot.
Oh, like a Walmart bag?
Just any plastic bag.
Any plastic bag.
It could be from Walmart.
Or Ron John.
So the bag makes it slidey, so when you put it through the wetsuit, it goes... Dude. Super easy, like... shh.
I wanted to surf in Chicama, Peru, and you were like, yeah, go. And I was like, well, come with me. And you're like, no.
I just surf for 6 hours.
Yeah, you surf forever. And I was like, all right, I'll go by myself. So I went out there, and I literally came back, surfed, my arms were noodly. I'm in the dressing room. I couldn't get out of my wetsuit. I was in there for like 20 minutes, dude. I wasn't super fat or anything.
Freaking out?
I was just like, I can't get out of my wetsuit. I was about to walk back to our room in my wetsuit and have you help me. But I finally did it, and I got it. It took I remember
that would be a funny scene.
Dude, I remember another story of me in a wetsuit is Rob Machado's brother being mean to me.
Was he?
Yeah, we
Chubby
were.
Jesus?
Yeah, he's not even that skinny. I was talking to Rob Machado's brother, and he was trying to find me a wetsuit, and I was not fat. I was just a little chunkier.
You're pleasantly plump.
I was not chunky at all. I had a little bit on me.
Well, I have a picture of it.
He looks at me and he goes, yeah, I got a wetsuit that'll for a bigger guy or something. And I just looked at him, I was like,
I think he was like, I got a wetsuit for a fatty.
I was California chubby, Florida skinny. Whatever, dude. I wasn't that. I'll show it. I have it. Boom. There it is.
The black and white one?
Mm-mm.
Rob's in the background, shirtless.
Oh, I do look fat in that picture. No, that's a different time. I'm talking about the time I came with Bree.
Who is that in the background? Is
it's
it Rob?
Rob. He looks...
It looks like a naked girl.
Dude, somebody...
That's why Chip was like, who's this naked chick?
I had a profile pic. Why was Chip looking at my pictures?
Your profile pic on the app comes up.
Oh. I posted that picture and someone goes, why is there a naked lady in the background? I was like, that's Rob Machado.
Right.
Anyways, I was Florida skinny.
You were skinny.
I was California chubby.
Right.
And Rob's brother was a piece of crap to me. There's no way to get out of a wetsuit. You just have to be skinny and strong. Those things are like a freaking straight jacket, dude.
Well, if you pay a little more,
really?
you get stretchier wetsuits.
Like Matus?
Matusas are actually... They start off not that stretchy, and then they last longer.
Right, okay.
You kind of... If you get a super stretchy, they don't last long.
Really?
But you can get out of them.
Yeah. Dude, I'm actually getting pretty sad. There's people watching this podcast right now that don't subscribe.
Screw them.
We want to get to 100,000. We want them, Sterling.
I'm saying let's get rid of them.
No, stick around, but freaking subscribe.
Yeah, why don't y'all subscribe? Do they not know the rules?
They don't know the rules. If they're not subscribed and they're watching this, they do not know the rules.
Freaking, you know the rules.
Subscribe right now. Subscribe to the most core lord podcast south of the Mason-Dixon line. You know the rules.
I was at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Sometimes life, it just shows you stuff, you know?
Yeah. What were you shopping for?
Well, I was standing looking at the ice cream.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that might be great again. Rocky Road.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. And this lady. So I'm maybe this far from the ice cream.
The little clear doors.
Yeah, I'm from the refrigerator doors.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it, and this super impatient lady, she doesn't say anything. She just opened it between me and it, and then grabbed it, and just rocks on. I was like,
Like not even a little like, hey, excuse me.
Yeah, nothing.
Dang.
I was like, whoa, geez, he really needed that.
Maybe.
So what's funny is I set my stuff at the counter to save my spot in the line because someone was taking forever. So I was like, oh, I forgot ice cream. I'm going to go grab it real quick. So when I went to go get it, so I finally picked mine out and she's standing behind
your stuff,
my stuff. So I walk up and walk right in front of her like, ugh. I like stretch. I'm like, ugh. And she's like, so she's like looking around, nothing else is open. She's like, oh. And she had one thing, her ice cream, and I had like 40 things. And I would have let her pass me.
But
because she was such a So I went super slow, like carrots. Ooh. And she's like,
dude, so you freaking karma.
I went slow, just like, talking to her. Like, it took like 10 minutes long. She's like, stepping. She's like,
I need my ice cream.
It's like, maybe if you would have been more courteous earlier.
Dude.
Isn't that funny?
That is funny.
It's just lying.
You got her back. Dude, karma, dude. It's real. Maybe.
Don't tell my dad. Don't tell the church.
Karma. Did you ever make eye contact with her?
Oh, yeah. I was like, pretty good day today, mate.
You little jerk. That is too funny.
I remember I stretched out, like almost touched her. Like,
you're such a jerk.
I was like scratching my armpit.
Yeah, you're like bending over. And that's funny.
And I could tell she like wanted me to be like, let her go in front of me. I was like, can you hold this pineapple for me real quick?
What was it like as a 90s surfer, early 2000s, when that Surfer magazine would show up? Did they come delivered to your house? What was that feeling?
It was like someone sending in premarital.
Right to your hands.
Straight to you. It was like premarital sex.
That good?
Yeah.
Dang.
Because think about it. Back then you had nothing. You're in a little town in Florida. All there is trees around you.
Yeah.
There's no internet. There's no cell phones. There's 3 channels on your TV. And all of a sudden, a Surfer magazine pops into your mailbox.
And there is some
and you open it up and reef butts.
Yeah,
you're just like...
Before your dad got a hold of it and ripped them out.
So, like... You don't get to see waves like this
anywhere.
So you're flipping through the mag. You're like, oh my God, this is insane.
Dude.
And you just stared at things. I remember just staring at a picture like, whoa.
Yeah, and just like imagining like what he... Yeah.
It was so magical, but it's never going to come back.
No, and there's people out there trying to bring back surf mags. And I just think the internet's too powerful.
It's over.
It's over. Sorry, guys.
You have to let it go.
Maybe we're wrong.
No, we're not. And I feel bad for photographers.
I know, dude.
Because their whole identity is in taking photos. And it's literally no one cares. No one cares.
Where do photos go anymore?
To them. And I know some photogs.
Oh, I bet you do.
And they started getting kind of weird.
Like cocky?
No, weird. Like they're losing their... They're losing their like reason of living.
Do you think photographers were kind of like the bee's knees for a while? Like they were like, oh, I'm a reef photographer.
Well, photographers were kind of like team guys.
That's what I'm saying. They had a lot of power.
Dude. So yeah, like freaking so many photographers like were such bitches. Because they just felt like they had this power.
Because they did. They
did, dude.
And now it's like
you had to be nice to photographers.
Dude, did put off those vibes?
No, not at all.
Oh, he's cool. Okay.
No, but so many cut
it out. Yeah, they had power. I never thought about it.
So much power.
Their name was on the bottom of the photo in every mag.
They owned us.
Yeah, dude.
And they loved it. They loved having that power.
Did you ever have to butter them up? Because the next day you're going surfing. You're back at the house. People are drinking and eating. Would you be like, I'm going to go be nice to the photographer?
So I had a good working relationship with a lot of photographers. But one of your jobs being a pro surfer is just be fun to be around.
Yeah.
Don't make this harder than it needs to be. Like, we're just surfing, dude.
Yeah.
And if you got too serious, if your ego got too big, started getting mad, photographers wouldn't want to work with you.
Dude, you got to be likable.
And then how are you going to make money?
Crazy, dude.
Dude, the mag world, it was a different world.
Dude.
The power they had.
I know, because that's all there was. They had the internet in a book, and they went out every month.
Yeah, dude. I don't miss it. I do miss it. As a pro surfer, I don't miss it because I hated depending on people.
Right.
Because I just wanted to make my stuff. Like, I wanted to make what I wanted to make.
Right.
I didn't want to have to
kiss some photographer's butt.
Well, I didn't want to have to go on a surf trip on someone else's. I had to go on someone else's surf trip. They're telling what they want to do. We're putting in 2 weeks trying to get photos in front of a certain cliff. Like photographers, they be like, they have a picture in their mind. They're like, I want you to do this frontside air in front of that cliff. I want the palm tree in the back.
Yeah. It's
a
perfect sunset.
We were kind of overthinking things.
Yeah.
It was becoming unorganic. Me and Morgan, one of our Pinch My Salt employees, Morgan Mawson.
Yeah.
Me and him got along so good because he was younger than me. The way he liked to take photos is he likes to be a fly on the wall.
Right.
And he's not trying to get the most sickest tail blow shot.
Yeah.
It's not, he was more for the art of it. He's like, pretend I'm not even there.
Right.
Like, always pretend I'm not around. That's the way he shot photos.
That's sick.
And it made the surf trips fun.
Yeah.
It made it like, let's just have as much fun as possible. And Morgan showed the pictures after the trip. It wasn't like, you go with certain Corlor photogs, and they're in the water. They got the fisheye. They're yelling at you like, "Come on!" Like,
really?
Yeah, dude. It got intense.
And then what? That night they would look over the photos, and be like, "You didn't do it right."
Well, yeah, you'd look at the photos like, "Oh, your tail isn't quite. It's not that tail high. We need like a little more tail." And I mean, it was like Wow. I guess it was kind of like skateboarding, which to me took the fun out of it because surfing's like such an organic experience.
Yeah.
So, some photogs, it became like boot camp.
No thanks.
You're waking up early, like
we got to catch the right sunlight.
We got to get the right, like
dude.
We got to get the early sun, and it was cool. It just depends on where you are at in life.
Right.
Like, I enjoyed like some trips, like putting in the work and trying to get a gnarly shot and all of it.
But it kind of sucks the soul out of it after a while.
Yeah, it sucks. Surf trips are meant to be fun.
Yeah.
Like, don't turn a surf trip into work.
Well, for me, I am a videographer. I started in photo, but I always had more respect for videographers. Because photos, in skateboarding, dude, you can flap a chippa chappa and it looks like you landed it, and a filmer has to get it all right. A photographer could just use a non-make shot.
Yeah.
And it's like,
which was half the photos in surfing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, video guys are the unsung hero of all our lives. Think about it. All of Instagram is someone standing behind it. And they don't get any cred, ever. And even if you do throw them in a cred post, no one cares. No one's clicking that ad. No one cares about filmers.
I know.
But yet, everything is being filmed by someone.
And they have to freaking be there and get the clip. And
they're sweating like...
Dude, if you know where my hell would be? If I die and go to hell, it's sitting on a hot beach in the middle of the day filming 15 dudes in black wetsuits, and I have to figure out which one is the right one.
I know.
And then what other people don't know about filming, the wave comes up and you can't see the person, and then all of a sudden you see some legs going, and you're like, I think that's him. It's the worst job in the world.
You have to be a surfer to be able to film surfing. Like, right.
I know. I think, you're right.
Like, Dave was so good at filming surfing because he was such a surf dog.
Right. He knew it.
So, like, you just know when a swell is in front of the next wave, you know someone's going to be on it.
I kind of have figured it out a little bit, but no. I need to go into surf.
And you got to know styles, know hairs, features.
It sucks, dude. I would love to sit with a bunch of old surf filmers and just bits about it.
And what's funny, they got paid the worst.
I know.
The worst out of anyone in the surf industry. Some reason we belittled them to make them think they're only worth $15 an hour.
And they're standing out there for hours. Bugs are landing on their eyes while they're trying to film, and they can't swat it away.
And we're in the water feeling so good.
Oh, one thing I hate about it is when I'm out there filming and I see Sterling just talking with somebody. Because you're probably waiting for waves and stuff, but in my head, I'm like, he's just talking.
Come on. Yeah, and trying to just get a wave.
I know.
Sometimes you stand there for 20 minutes waiting, and then you're like, let me just grab this. And then I'm out. It's like, what?
That's happened.
It's like every time you stand up.
Dude, one time I was out there and Polly started fighting another dog or something, and I was like, Polly! And then you like stood up, and I was like, ah! And then you paddle in, and I missed it.
One of the hardest things when I was first becoming pro, just to get filmed, was so hard because there was only like 3 of them in Hawaii
that you could get along with too, probably.
And then there's like hundreds of us.
Yeah, surfers.
So you're trying to get a clip on a little tape and a camera.
Yeah.
And so like,
how did your dad get all them clips of himself?
John Russell.
I know, he had it built in.
But that was a little later.
I know, sorry. So it was just so hard to find a frickin' filmer.
Like when I finally got to the level where you're officially getting filmed.
Right.
Billabong, we have a filmer. Anytime you surf, you're being filmed.
Sick.
When you're that pro.
Yep.
That's like skater level pro.
Yep.
That's what's kind of like was back in the early O's. If you were being filmed like that, you put in the work.
Yeah, dude.
Like surfing was way more like skating back then. You had teams. Like it was like, remember the skate films that would come out?
Yeah.
To be a part of that team,
dude.
How hard was that?
Oh, you had
to be you had to be one of the best skaters in the world.
Oh, for sure.
That's the way it was.
Yeah.
In the early O's, like if you were on Billabong, if you were on Quicksilver, if you were on Volcom, that meant you are in the 1 percentile.
Yeah, dude.
And that's what a lot of people don't realize, like looking back at pro servers, it's like you didn't have to do contests because if you were on these team films, it was like a skater, like, oh, you're in the new Girl movie. You're one of the most famous skaters in the world.
I know.
It was like that back then.
Weird.
So it's like someone's career didn't depend on content. You're able to be like just a surfer, a pro surfer without the...
Yeah. If you're in the film, you make it into the video.
If you're making it into the big films.
Yeah.
Like the big Billabong films, the big Quicksilver, the Young Guns films. When those came out, we were just like... Dude. To get in that, you had to be so gnarly.
I mean, I look back, I used to love watching zero skate films like Dying to Live, Thrill of It All, Misled Youth. And if you didn't really like, if you were in it, you were in it. Like, you're
if you were in it, you were like a walking god.
Yeah. If you saw that guy somewhere, you're like, oh my God. There's Chris Cole.
I remember like when I did Still Filthy. Still Filthy was like the biggest movie I was ever in.
Dude.
And it felt that way. I remember my life changed.
Yeah.
I remember like walking San Diego, going to the bathroom and people looking at me like, because I had my like glasses.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, Sterling. Like, and I remember the first time actually feeling like famous.
Like surf
like,
famous.
Whoa, this is weird.
Dude.
Like,
it's not like that anymore, I don't feel.
It's not like that. Now it's like, oh, we look at his Instagram.
Dude, he's got 2,000 followers.
It's his Instagram.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
And yeah, when I was 22 and I was in Still Filthy, and I remember I went to premiere with Parko and Andy, and
Dude.
I remember I took my first shot of tequila. I had never felt more pro in my whole life.
Dang. And that dream's over.
Just it only lasted for like 2 years.
Dude.
Because the freaking movies were gone.
What's some of your favorite surf films of all time? Like, what's your Mount Rushmore of
Core? The hell?
What is what's your Mount Rushmore of surf films? Oh shoot. Like if you could if you could go to a desert island and you were allowed to bring 4 surf films, what are the ones you're watching?
My top core Lord surf films.
Yeah. I probably never heard of them.
In the top 5, one of them has to be Loose Change.
I've heard of that one.
Loose Change kind of was my DNA in life.
Really?
Loose Change, it's like comedy.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's like a comedy film.
Yeah.
And Rob was the star.
I know.
And it really, I was like, this is me.
Okay, so Loose Change is definitely in it.
Yeah, Loose Change, like having all the surfers being actors and they're so bad.
I know.
It was so great. Like it was fun seeing like guys that I love surfing, them being silly and playing a part.
Weren't there scenes of them like being bartenders?
Yeah, they're in big gunfights.
And Rob's got a wig on or something. Yeah, you can definitely see that influence in your DNA.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah, it was a huge. Jack McCoy's films really inspired me.
Okay.
Maybe like the documentary, or I love the old Billabong films when they did a surf contest out in the desert.
What?
Yeah, they went out to Western Australia.
Yeah.
And brought Kelly and Rob and Sonny Garcia.
And they made a film out of it.
They called it the Billabong Challenge.
Whoa.
Those Jack McCoy films were sick.
Okay.
Because they would film Aki lost in the... He had these skits of Aki. He was always lost in the desert.
Those weren't skits. Just kidding.
So yeah, the Billabong Challenge would be one.
Dang.
Any Jack McCoy film back then. He was...
What about The Drifter?
Well, Drifting. The Drifter was like the fancy Ramachata film.
Okay.
But Drifting was the core Lord film.
Was it the same Rob? Was it like he just changed the name from Drifting to Drifter?
Well, that's why they called it Drifter, because his first film he made was called Drifting.
And now he is the Drifter.
He's the Drifter. So yeah, Drifting was so sick. And the soundtrack was Ben Harper.
Oh my God.
Dude, it was such a vibe. In the beginning, there's this slow motion of Rob, and Ben Harper's like, when you're walking your way.
Dude, I miss this. I miss the days of being so excited to go watch a new skate film. We would go to the silver screen. Remember the silver screen?
Yeah.
And we watched Dying to Live. All my skate friends would show up and you felt so cool and it would play and Jamie Thomas. Now it's like...
Yeah. Let me see the one clip today.
I know. It's such a bummer.
I know. We used to sit around and just stare at walls.
I know.
I think that's why everyone has anxiety now.
Yep, because we're just always comparing ourselves.
Because we're supposed to...
Relax.
We're supposed to not look at anything for hours.
No.
Maybe days.
You're right.
And then get involved into something.
Like, dude, I remember we've talked about this, but I remember just like sitting in my house and just like looking at all the books on the wall or something. You know what I mean? And you would like read or like make a face in the popcorn ceiling at the like. Now kids are like Xbox, iPad, phone. So yeah, that's.
And then now we're like, oh, they have ADD. Like,
yeah,
it's like they have ADD because they're always being stimulated.
Yeah, dude. Well, whatever.
Like, let them out in the woods for a while.
Dude, just sit outside and drink from a hose.
When I was a kid, I would hit the woods.
Oh, me too.
By myself.
Dude, there's trees, probably still in Gulf Breeze with my initials carved in them.
I think I made the trails in Gulf Breeze.
When you were 12?
No, I'm serious, dude. Like, I had work to do. Because me and my friend Kook, Mikey's brother,
oh, didn't he?
We made so many trails.
Really?
And we would work on them all day, just like...
And in your mind, you're like helping the community.
Well, in our minds, we're like... We would play Oregon Trail on the computer at school. Yeah. And we're like, we're making the new trail.
On your peninsula.
And dude, so many snakes almost bit me.
Oh, for sure.
Moccasins, dude, everywhere.
I have so many memories of cactuses coming home in my feet, and my mom would have to bing, bing, bing.
I know. Now I'm like, we can't even let Wyatt walk to the neighbor's house. We're like, watch them.
There's stickers in the grass, honey. I know, dude. It's so different.
It's like...
Now what my kids do is they ride their bikes to like the golf course and go look at the sunset, which is pretty cool.
Themselves?
Yeah, they'll ride their bikes on the golf course and then you can see the sunset and they go out there. My son brings his guitar.
That's cool. Stuff. And you don't have to watch them?
No, they're old. They're 14 and 12. So.
That's awesome. I'd still be scared.
I'm not scared.
I'm a protective parent.
I am too. I'm a little helicoptery, but Sawyer's taller than me and kind of buff looking, so it would be hard to kidnap him.
Yeah. He could fight him off.
He can do like 14 pull-ups.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. Pull-ups?
Pull-ups like this.
So he's buff.
He's pretty big. He's got the Schweiger genes. I know. I hate
Kill him.
I like my other son better because he looks more like me. Let's get the slouchy.
Just kidding. Sorry.
Just kidding. Soy sauce. So I've been I get addicted to movies, and I just obsess over movies. There's this new movie out called Here.
Here,
and it's a Tom Hanks movie, and the whole movie is filmed with one angle.
Like one shot?
One shot. No, not one shot, one angle. So it starts out, you see dinosaurs, and then you see like a asteroid, and then you see like Native Americans show up, and like someone has a baby on the...
Is that a new movie?
Yeah, it's brand new. And then it shows like the asteroid get like destroyed by a bunch of like slaves from back in the day, and then like a house gets built, and then it's like this following the story of this family, and it's...
What do you mean one shot?
It's literally one angle the whole movie. The camera never moves, but everything's happening in that shot.
So people come into it.
Yeah, and then it turns into
just... they go out.
Yeah, and it's just... well, yeah, but it's basically a shot. Imagine like a shot of this room and whatever happens here for like hundreds of years. And so you see Tom Hanks as a child, and he grows up, and they use all this new AI technology, and they de-age him, and he grows up, and dude, I mean, I love it. It's crazy. Me and my wife,
so
I haven't cried.
One room?
Yeah, it's one room pretty much.
The whole time?
Pretty much. And you watch this guy, like the guy that like, I don't want to ruin the movie, spoiler alert, but like it shows the guy like back in the 20s that lived there, and then the house kind of moderns up, and then it's the 40s. The dude that came back.
How do they change scenes?
It just fades, and there's little blocks of squares on this shot where you'll see stuff from the old, and then it'll fade to the next. You just gotta watch it.
It slowly fades.
Yeah, dude, you gotta watch it. But I haven't cried in a movie. I'm not lying, guys. I had tears going down my cheek, and I was like, oh my god, I can't explain it. My wife was bawling, and there's a reason why, and I don't want to tell you, but because I don't want to ruin the movie, but you got to watch the movie Here, guys. That's my little speech.
Had to get that out.
The camera moves one time, and it makes you just,
It finally moves at the end.
Yeah. It is crazy, dude. Oh, I'm getting...
It's like some guy's dong.
No. It's so good. Guys, go watch Here. I'll probably cut all that out, but it's so good.
I could have been a Navy SEAL.
Really?
I think I really could have been.
What is a Navy SEAL? They just go...
Do you think I could have been?
Well, here's why I kind of think you could be. 1, you're feisty. 2, you're a really good swimmer, and you're good in water.
Good in water.
Dude, I wonder if they have like Navy SEAL surf fighter machines. Why do you think you could be a Navy SEAL?
I could have been.
Okay, not anymore.
When I was younger.
And your height is probably good.
Yeah, I'm a good height for a Navy SEAL. Well, I was thinking, at one time in my life, I was so effing gnarly. Like, if you would have told me to climb over that mountain,
yeah,
I could do it no problem. I just remember we were surfing such big waves with no cameras.
Yeah.
We're paddling out to outside phantoms, surfing these freaking 20-foot waves and like, I'm like, would Navy SEALs do this?
Are you talking like early 20s, Sterling?
Yeah, 22-year-old Sterling.
Okay, dang.
Before anxiety.
Before social media.
Like, I remember one year in Hawaii waking up every morning and running the beach at Waimea like it was miles long, swimming it, running underwater with rocks.
Yeah. Jumping out of helicopters.
And I was like a baby compared. I remember like Mark Healy. I remember being around that guy.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy would destroy a Navy SEAL.
I bet.
He would like, I'd watch him just like go swim out, and he would go freaking like spear dive underwater for hours.
Dude.
In the deepest water. So he could hold his breath for 5 minutes.
Right. Well, that's why I think a Navy SEAL, I could see it, because you guys are such master watersmen.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I would love to take like David Goggins.
Yeah, surfing.
Like my prime, when I was surfing outside reefs.
Yeah.
Take David Goggins out there and be like, let's see how gnarly you are, dude.
Well, dude, that guy can run up hills and stuff, but who gives a crap?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we were so gnarly because the ocean's so bananas, and it's like nothing to us.
Yeah.
Like, my mindset was so strong then.
Okay, I'll give you my perspective.
You could drop me out of a helicopter anywhere, and I'd be like...
Sterling one time took me on a gnarly day on Pensacola Beach, and you had to hug the pier.
Right.
Or you'll get... And I remember just being like, dude, and it wasn't even that big a surf. I can't imagine.
It felt intense.
It felt super intense. And I was so scared.
And you were like holding onto my leash. I was like pulling you out.
Holding onto your toes. And I got out and I think I caught kind of a wave. And then I couldn't get back. So I just was tired. So my point is, surfing is super freaking gnarly.
Dude, there's some guys, the big wave surfers, like not the towing guys.
Okay.
The paddle in guys.
The paddle boys.
There's a secret crew. Like the first that come to my mind is like Mark Healy and Greg Long. These guys, they like paddled into Cortez Bank. Do you know where that is?
No.
Cortez Bank is this freaking reef in the middle of nowhere in the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, it's way out.
Takes 2-hour boat ride to get out to.
No thanks.
And Greg Long like paddled into these bitches.
Were these guys at the Mavericks premiere?
Yeah.
I remember seeing them.
Dude, I'm telling you, the paddle in guys that do Mavericks and freaking the guys who first paddled into Jaws, these are unsung,
dude.
They're
gods among men.
They really are, dude.
I remember being at the premiere, and I'm not even.
It was a different energy.
I could just see, yeah. Because you'd see Gerard Butler, and he's got his cute leather jacket on.
That was Peter Mell.
Mark
Healy.
That's the one I remember.
Yeah, Mark Healy was there. Like gnarly Mavericks guys.
But I just remember they had a different aura.
I remember I felt like a puny little baby next to them.
I bet Gerard.
Because they're all hammered drunk. Because they worked on that film for so long.
Yeah.
So they're all hammered drunk. Like.
But even then, they were like sharks with their eyes were just closed.
I know. They're so much sharper.
Yeah,
there's this guy, Makua Rothman. Do you know Makua?
Yeah. I just watched him on Job.
Oh, yeah. He just did J.O.B.
Yeah.
Dude, Makua.
He's scary.
Dude, he's like a cheetah.
Whoa. Like a shark cheetah?
Dude, we got to get him on the pod. He said he wants to do it.
Let's do it.
But what's funny is we filmed those pods separately.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how like all the surf industry is drug money.
You guys are synced somehow.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
But I listened to his podcast and it's so raw.
Yeah, dude.
Because his dad is the head of the Hui.
Really?
Yeah, Eddie Rothman. His dad's like one of the gnarliest humans ever.
Is he still with us? People get mad.
He's still around. I saw him on the beach with some lady and they're dancing. I was like, he's still crushing women. Dude,
Rothmans.
he was just cruising with some chick and she was hula dancing.
Dude.
He was like, yeah. But I remember back in the day, Makua caught this he caught like the biggest wave and won like 60 grand or something.
Dude, just for catching a wave.
But I remember like surfing this big day at sunset and Makua's eyes. I've never seen eyes like this.
What is that? What are eyes?
I think he grew up so gnarly because his dad was like head of the mafia.
He was like raised by wolves.
Well, Makua was talking about like how much weed they would sell.
Yeah.
Like so much drugs that was going in and out of his house.
Dude.
And I was thinking, I'm like, dude, the stuff this guy's seen.
For sure. That he can't even talk about. Seriously.
So it makes sense why he looked at me that day at sunset. Because it was big. And like gnarly Hawaiian tribal people, they're so gnarly, they look into your soul.
Yeah, they figure you out.
They size you up like, are you like, are you alive right now?
Dude.
And if you're not, and they'll see you like, dude, every Californian they look at, they're like, whoa.
Yeah, they just puddle.
Yeah, they like crumble inside themselves and they're like,
he could look right through me, dude.
Dude, that's why I freaking love Hawaiian culture. Like, I love Hawaiian music with ukuleles because, like, there's these big, gnarly, burly men going, aloha!
True.
It's like the gnarliest people.
Yeah,
Tats, triangles everywhere.
Yeah.
And then they're singing, like, beautiful women.
But in a respectful way.
It's so interesting. Like Hawaiian music is such a feminine side of them.
I love it.
I
know it's like,
and it's so soft and pretty. And like, I'm like, it's the craziest vibe. These wolves singing this pretty, like beautiful swans.
Kid's toy instrument.
It's a little toy.
I know.
And they're belting. Their voices are so pretty.
I know. Where did that come
It
from?
makes you feel stuff. Because they could kill me.
Yeah.
But instead of killing me, they're singing me this beautiful song.
I know, dude.
Isn't that a crazy vibe?
So Makua, why did he share all those stories?
I think it's just he's old enough now, and I think it's in the past, and his dad went to jail, and he's out, so I don't think he can get in trouble anymore.
Wow, dude.
So they're just like, screw it.
Yeah. Guys, go check it out if you haven't checked it out.
J.O.B. and Mason Ho show.
Wow, dude. Didn't you name your dog Makua? I hated that dog.
So it's funny. Makua, he was like a superhero in my mind. Because, like, when I was, like, living on the North Shore, like, you'd always hear, like, dude, Makua, this guy had a gun on the building and he was going to shoot everyone, but Makua came and played his ukulele and got him off the building and saved everyone.
So there's always stories.
Dude, my whole life, there's these Makua stories going around where he like climbed up a mountain and saved someone. Or he's always saving people.
Weird. And
so I used to write songs about Makua. Walking down the street in my bare feet, walk like Makua, strong like Makua. And I'd play the ukulele, and people would be like dying laughing.
But you were doing it as like a joke.
He was like a fable.
Yeah, it was like a John Bunyan or something.
Yeah, he was like
Paul Bunyan.
I would always say like Makua would climb these trees and cut down the coconut and feed the
So he was like the Chuck Norris.
Yeah, he was kind of like a Chuck Norris of the North Shore.
Dang.
Where was I going with this?
So like Makua doesn't do push-ups; he does earth downs. Those kind of jokes. Like, you were talking about how you played songs for Makua. You named your dog Makua.
Okay, the dog.
Yeah, so your little dog Makua.
So I had a girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, and she
got the gnarliest like.
What is that thing?
It was supposed to be a French bulldog.
Yeah.
You know, French bulldogs are super mellow.
Yeah.
It was actually a Boston Terrier.
Oh, I hate
but it had a French bulldog face, and it just wouldn't stop running around.
Dude, it would not stop moving.
It was the gnarliest dog I've ever seen. And I just called it Makua, and it stuck. I was like, oh, Makua! And the dog would be like,
I hated that dog, dude.
Not Makua.
No, not Makua. The dog Makua. Yeah, he was just like such a feisty little dog.
And there's this one story, and I'd have to get permission to tell, but I want to, when we interview him, I want to ask him about that night.
Okay. So you can't talk about it.
I'd need his permission.
All right, yeah.
It's one of the most iconic nights in surf history.
You know how many stories you probably still have in that head of yours that we can't share? Maybe one day, though.
Well, this is one I want to tell, but it involves Makua, and I want to make sure he's cool with it.
You want his blessing. Wow.
But I want to tell the story because I want him to hear my side, and I want to hear his side.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's a Tarantino movie.
Okay.
I kind of like want to call Tarantino up. I'm like, dude, this is your type of movie. Because I was on the wrong side of a legendary night.
Oh, I think I know what
of the Dahui North Shore.
Okay.
So I accidentally got involved in one of the biggest mafia nights ever.
Did it have to do with flip-flops?
Yes.
That's a teaser.
It's like somehow I got sandwiched in the middle of the gnarly, like in core story, like in like if people are sitting around fires in the surf world, they tell this story.
Dude, and you were on the
somehow
wrong side.
I got sandwiched in the middle and had to fight for my life.
All right. Well, one day maybe that story.
But we need Makua to tell this story.
All right, Makua. Dang.
Like I was just so freaked out. Like, how am I in the middle of this?
Wow.
And I'm fighting for my life.
Gosh. Well, that's a big tease. Can't even tell the story.
You're going to have to wait months.
You're going to have to wait one day.
Makua said he can do it late May.
Did he really? Yeah. Like, come here?
Well, maybe we can go to him
Okay.
or Zoom.
Let me just say one more thing about that culture. I was watching a video where they were interviewing one of the Wolfpack dudes. I don't remember his name. And I kind of... They were punching somebody, and I was just like, the cops should just... You know, they got to govern them a little bit, but just let the locals beat up these tourists, dude.
I think we all felt that way.
I know, and I kind of look back at it, and I'm like, it's. They need to be beat up. They're idiots.
I know, but
Too much death.
That night.
All right. Okay.
It went too far.
All right. All right.
No, you're right. It was tribal. It was local tribal.
And you're in an island way out in the Pacific. Let them beat them.
It's their island.
You're coming here to just get some freaking photos or something. Go away.
Well, I think that's why Hawaiians are so gnarly, because they know white people tricked them. And that was being a white kid.
I know.
It was reverse racism for a white person for the first time.
Yeah, I thought you felt it.
I was the one always scared, instead of, us over here making all the minorities feel scared.
Dang.
So that's what was so bizarre of it. Like, white people tricked Hawaiians.
Took their world.
They tricked them.
Yeah.
They said they were Christians. They
talked
talked to them about Jesus, and they're like, yeah, this lines up.
This will
with
work.
the aloha.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, this lines up. Jesus lines up.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, we're just going to start a pineapple field. And they're like, okay, that's fine.
We like pineapples.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
And then pineapples became like the people behind the pineapple business are the ones who stole the island.
Really?
Yes, dude.
I don't know all this history.
What's the name of the pine? It's the famous name of the pineapples.
Chiquita banana?
Not Chiquita, but it's like that.
Dole.
Whoa. The Dole family stole Hawaii.
Dole family stole Hawaii.
Because it became like the sugar cane and the pineapples. It became such a money maker.
Yeah.
So then they got the government involved, and they held the queen hostage. It used to be a king and queen of Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
This was only like 50 years ago.
I think they've erased it because they didn't teach me any of this in school.
So they tricked the queen. They like drugged her up and they held her hostage, the Dole family. And they're like, if you don't sign this, we're going to kill you or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So she signed it. She didn't understand American government. She's a queen.
Yeah.
And they signed over Hawaii as the 51st state or whatever.
50th.
The 50th.
There's not 51. Dang.
So Hawaii got fully tricked. And then we had such a big army.
Yeah, we could do whatever.
It was just like...
Well, the story I've heard, and I'm not saying I agree with this, is that if we didn't, Japan was going to do it.
No, they just say that.
I know. I'm just telling you what I've been told. So, like... Because then if we didn't, then Japan was going to get a military hold there at Pearl Harbor. And
I think, honestly, I could be totally wrong, and I'm so stupid, Harley. But I think what messed Hawaii up is Hawaiians turned on each other.
Really?
Yeah, like...
Oh, because
They got the tribes within Hawaii, they were like killing each other.
Whoa.
And I think that's what screwed them up. Because they're... if they would have united more, and if they weren't fighting each other, and I think it's, dude, not to bring myself up to, but it was like the same thing at that night.
That we can't talk about. Okay.
It's like when you're such a like that warrior energy can help you survive, but can also destroy you.
Yeah. Mentally and emotionally. Dang.
And I think Hawaiians, they were so effing gnarly. They were killing each other. And it was like, y'all shouldn't be killing each other. Y'all should be like preparing for freaking white people about to freaking take your island.
Such a bummer. I know. In a perfect world, it'd be so rad if we could come there and visit and they owned everything.
Well, it's like Tahiti.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that's why when you say, "Oh, Japan would have taken it," I'm like, bullshit.
Don't get mad at me.
Right. People say that to make them feel better about it.
It's to make you go, well, if someone else would have done it.
But no. Like, I would love to talk to like a real Hawaiian that knows. I'm like, my history is like really shaky.
Dude, I actually like the name Howley. I wish it had a little more cracker to it.
Cracker?
You
are a cracker.
No, I know.
That's what it means, cracker.
No, I know. But the name sounds kind of nice. Howley.
Well, in the North Shore of the movie, they go, "What's up, Howley?" He's like, "Hello, Howley to you too."
Yeah, exactly.
Because it sounds so great.
It sounds nice. They should have said something more.
You know what it means?
What?
It means soulless human.
Holy crap.
Because the white people came over and they didn't understand.
Yeah, we had no soul.
The mana. You know what Mana is?
No.
It's the freaking soul of the island.
Oh. Moana.
We're going to have to baptize you over there.
Dude, I haven't been baptized since I was a kid. I'll do it again.
I'll baptize you over there.
No.
A great white or tiger. Like, we baptize you at Sunset Beach in a 10-foot wave.
Snap my neck. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. We love you guys. Let's party. Let's keep this party going. Like, comment, and subscribe right now. There's a lot of people not subscribing. Yeah, freaking subscribe, guys. That'd be fun.
How's it? Thank you for watching Pinch My Salt, the hit podcast of the world's #1 surfer, Sterling Spencer. You know the rules. Subscribe and tickle that like button. Pinch My Salt.